What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Eli the Rebel. Welcome to the recruiting special episode for Season 3, preparations for Season 3 of the Crystal Ball Coaching Carousel. Wow, that has a really nice ring to it, not gonna lie. 5 episodes ago, we were in this off-season schedule for Season 2, and now we're doing it all over again for Season 3. So, the school budget here is the same from last time we did this. I really like the 37 recruiting, simply because it just gives us more points to work with, and more points means that I could, spread out my search, far and wide, and just scout more players in general that way. Season 1 USF finished 2-10. Season 2, however, we finished 5-7, but 1-6 in conference. Not the greatest. Matt Willis is trying to go pro. I want to make the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. I'll let you know soon. Can we get him to stay? I want to come back next year and play for you next year, coach, if you don't mind. No, I don't mind at all. Come back. Absolutely come back. So here's our list of all the players graduating our program. The major ones being Anthony McCollum, Dennis Wells, and Mark Parker. Mark Parker being, the first team Big East guy. 40 tackles, 8 interceptions, 1 forced fumble. He filled in really well for, Austin Green, with him having, that injury for 8-9 weeks or so. So that was really nice. You also notice that, our left guard is graduating as well. So both our offensive and defensive captain are graduating this year. It's going to be a running trend to have seniors be our team captains. So what I like to do is, put, leaders, guys that I believe that are leaders and they usually show that with high awareness and things like that. It does affect the sim a little bit. If you have high composure captains, they'll tend to, win you those close games and things like that. Whereas, like, if you have, really talented players that have the lower composure and you make them captains, they're not, the close games won't be so nice to you as well. So 5-7 for Season 2. Really sucks because, couldn't get into the bowl game, any bowl game for that matter, with that record. But the one thing that I will say, based on experience and things like that, the one benefit of having, non-winning records is there's a good chance that you'll get someone to come and transfer in. Now, if someone does come over and decide to transfer to our program, that might affect, Crystal Ball moving and stuff like that, because we already have 2 transfers from Season 2 getting ready to play Season 3. So if we get another one, that might affect, Crystal Ball staying or going for real, because the way the transfer rules work is you go, it's not like you transfer and play right away. You got to sit out a year and then play the following season. And would you look at that, we get a halfback from Oklahoma, Marcus McCall, 6'1", 213, rushed for 15 times, 51 yards, and 1 touchdown. No receiving stats, unfortunately. Hometown is Corsicana, Texas. 94 speed, 84 agility, 92 acceleration, 82 carry, 80 break tackle. This guy. So, if I calc this correctly, he's going to redshirt and sit out. That means he's going to be a sophomore redshirt by Season 4. So He's gonna play at USF for 3 years. Wow. I will gladly take him. Are you kidding me? Let me double check that I got him though. Let me double check that I got him. Let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, we absolutely got him. Good. So, I'll see you guys for week 1 commits though. Alright, so week 1, nobody committed for the first week, so I'm gonna go ahead and you know, show you guys who I'm going to, you know, low lock for this. So low locking doesn't start until week 2, which is currently what we're in right now. Justin Stewart from Almonte Springs, Florida. I see the red arrows, which means he showed interest in our program the week prior. So all I do is scout this guy, and then hopefully we'll see him, you know, in our you know, interested list for week 3 recruiting. Athlete Kevin Parker did not have a red arrow. I thought he was gonna have a red arrow, but it turns out he doesn't. So we're not gonna get him, which is really unfortunate, to be honest with you. But we got a couple wide receivers here. I like to use Florida first since it's cheaper to scout in Florida as opposed to Georgia for, you know, obvious reasons. Lee Manigat. I don't know. But from Fort Stewart, Georgia, we're gonna low lock him as well. Are there any okay, so no strong safety. No strong safety low lock. Free safety low lock. Eric McCormick is a long shot. Same with Warren Wright. So they do have arrows on their names. It's just, you know, it's just like their interest level is very low. Like, yeah, you want the bar to be, the lowest I'll go for the bar is at half. Like, I need the bar to ideally be 3/4, and then they'll be in the interest, you know, before you know it, and things of that nature. Outside linebacker, defensive tackle, defensive end. We could go low lock defensive end. Any guards? No. What about halfback? Can I low lock a halfback? I can. And I'll low lock Mike Smith. And that's it. Okay, so no prospects are committed for week 2 either, which is really, really sad to see. However, I'm going to check in and find all those low lock guys to see if we got any. So Mike Smith was one of them. Very nice. We're going to hit the confident button on Mike Smith, see if that will get him to go surpass, see if we can surpass UCF on that. Tight end. I did not get the tight end to pull up. That's really unfortunate. I'm pretty sure I distinctly recall getting a tight end, scouting a tight end. I did scout a tight end. However, alright, I'm gonna go intense and see if I can overtake it. I don't usually do this for low lock, but you know, this is a special occasion because 2-star tight ends in the middle of the season, you're not gonna find those every single day now. You're really not. So week 3 commits, we got 2 of them right here. We got Eric Pettyway, a strong safety from Englewood, Florida, 6'1", 188, runs a 4.55, A+ field awareness, 38.6 as opposed to 38.9 on the vert. C hands instead of B hands. 340 on the bench, 555 on the squat. So that's one position of need down. We got one offensive guard here, Mike Williams from Rainbow City, Alabama, 6'2", 290. Benches 455, squats 620 though. So Mike Williams is going to be one of two guards that we're trying to pick up, and we did just that. So I'll see you guys for week 4 commitments. So unfortunately, week 4 we did not get a single commitment, which really is unfortunate. So luckily, I'm just gonna scroll through here. If anybody committed elsewhere from the time of week 3 to week 4, and it looks like it was Buckles and Aaron Rodgers that both commit to FAU. But honestly, it's with only 2 recruits going into the final week of recruiting, it's not looking too hot right now. So I gotta buckle down here and get the guys that I need, and hopefully we get them all. Alright, so we have a lot of recruits. They must have been coming in all at the same time for week 5, because oh my, there's a sidebar on the side. So there's more than 6 on this list. So first up, we got Ron Bobo, a free safety from Dundon, Florida. 6'1", 168, runs a 4.49, A- awareness, 38.1 vert, D- hands, 240 on the bench, but squats 415. Kevin Johnson, this is an offensive tackle, 6'2", 276 from Thomasville, Alabama. We're going to, move him to guard, and fill that need that way. Benches 380, squats 585. All right. Charlie Johnson from Greater Northerdale, Florida, 5'11", 175 corner, runs a 4.51, A+ awareness, 41 vert, C hands, 265 bench, 385 squats. Another corner, a JUCO junior from Shelby, North Carolina, is Todd Johnston, 6 feet 170, runs a 4.43, A+ awareness, 37.5 vert, B hands, 190 bench, 315 squats. Another free safety secured, Garrett Nakfor, a JUCO sophomore, 6'2", 195 from East Point, Georgia. Runs a 4.59, A+ field awareness, 37.5 vert, B hands, 325 bench, 470 squats. Andrew Powers, a JUCO junior from Pembroke Pines, Florida, 6'2", 163, runs a 4.45, B awareness, 363 vert, C hands, 265 bench, 445 squat. James Schmidt from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 6'4", 212 quarterback, a scrambling QB, runs a 4.39, B awareness, C+ arm strength, F accuracy, 265 bench, squats 415. And finally, we have Ryan Vincent from Winder, Georgia, 6'1", 171, runs a 4.43, A- field awareness, 38.1 vert, B hands, 240 bench, 445 squat. That's the entire class right there. So if we look into the top classes in the nation, are we gonna be top 50? No, we're not gonna be top 50. We're ranked 62. We have a total of 13 players coming into the USF program. I believe that's almost double from last season, so that's a good sign. Postcom Eli back at it again for the position changes part of this video. So the first 2 position changes, we're moving Spencer Greco and Albert Peterson over to play QB, and that's because Reggie Patterson at QB did not have the greatest touchdown to interception ratio. So we're gonna move him to the wide receiver. He's an 85 wide receiver. Thought about putting him at 80 halfback or even like a corner or whatever, but at the end of the day, I think having a number 2 that Dennis Wells used to be was more important to the team. McCullough becomes a right guard instead of another left guard, which is fine. And then the last 2 position changes are actually kind of crazy. I noticed James Schmidt has 70 catching, like 72 catching, along with the 90 speed. So I go ahead and move him over to wide receiver, and he's going to be redshirted for sure. And then the last position change is Ben Stewart was recruited as a 59 overall, like, strong safety. And because I noticed that, he has, look at this, 84 break tackles, 72 carrying, I actually move him over to halfback, and he's a 70 overall halfback. Alright, so we're going to go ahead to the spring game now and sim those real quick. Hopefully we get, hopefully I can, with the position changes, hopefully, so the way the spring game works is the true freshmen won't play in it, but the redshirt freshmen and older players will play in it. So it'll be interesting to see the guys that we moved, the Albert Petersons, the Reggie Pattersons. We'll see if they improve at all. Andriano went up 7. Oh my. Fred Henry is a breakthrough right end as well. Looks like McCall went up 4 overall, even though he's not going to play this year. Wow, that's really interesting. Spinner did not improve. That's our transfer kicker from the U. Shout out to you, man. And then the defensive tackle, our other transfer, George Stewart, he went up 2 overall. Not bad, not bad. Now here's the real question. So it looks like Patterson went up 1 overall, but did he get catching upgrade? He did not. So that's something to keep an eye out for. The next episode will be The next episode will be summer training. So one of the things that I will work on with Patterson is catching for sure. Quentin Schmidt went up 3. And then our 2 quarterbacks that we moved over. Greco went up 4 overall. Peterson went up 2, but he's still going to be the better overall. Got some awareness boosts. Very nice. But the throw power and accuracy, +1 throw power, +2 accuracy for Peterson, whereas Greco only has the +2 accuracy. But we're probably going to have Peterson start over Greco. But Greco will still be a good QB2 or QB3. So I'm not against this. And then our impact players are going to be Willis and Green. And then our third one's probably going to be Reggie Patterson, most likely. But depending on how training goes and things like that. So that's going to be cool. Then we advance to cut players. This is a really, really sad part of the video today. So Dustin Young, you have 65 speed as a quarterback. Can't be having that in my system. You have to go. I don't have to cut any of these guys. We're just gonna redshirt Ben Stewart. It's no big deal. Wide receiver, again, we're gonna redshirt Schmidt. Totally fine with that. Andriano, we don't need to cut him. He gained a lot of overall, so it would be really sad to see him go. Still need to recruit more guards. It's whatever. Defensive end, we don't need to cut. We don't need to cut that. We could cut Marcus Miller because we run a 4-3. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with cutting Marcus Miller as well. We're going to figure out what to do with redshirting all of these guys, but we have about 4 free safeties, and okay, there's a lot of free safeties we could redshirt, yeah. Okay. And then we don't have to cut Jeff Hood. So we're just gonna redshirt him, and yeah, this is really the end of the episode. But it's been your boy Eli the Rebel. Hope you guys enjoyed today's, chill, more relaxed episode, and we're gonna have another one next week for the summer training. So until next week, deuces.